Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Austin and SamuraiHex and welcome back to another episode of Tactical Masterclass. In a new stadium called the New Abbey. Yes, we've finally moved stadium with Cambridge to the 29,000 capacity stadium New Abbey. It was called the something or other stadium, maybe it had been named after some guy, or I don't know, it was named something. And I decided, you know what, calling it the New Abbey through the use of the in-game editor. You can go to the in-game editor, you can go to facilities and name it the New Abbey. Also, if you notice, we've got 20 in training facilities, 20 in youth recruitment, 20 in junior coaching, but only 16 in youth facilities. Ever since we got to the max youth rating in England, we couldn't increase our youth facilities, and we've just been stuck on 16 ever since because of that, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, final season is upon us at Cambridge United, so if you're excited for this final ever episode with Cambridge, we are ending the series with Tactical Masterclass. We're going to another club and doing another 10 seasons with them. But yeah, if you are excited for this 10th season with Cambridge, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel as well for more FM24 content videos, and also hit the bell for mobile notifications and push notifications and all that jazz, so you never miss an upload. Check out all the socials down in the description below, such as Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, X, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get into the video. So as you can see, it's the 28th of September and big transfers happened. So we only really signed one major player, and he took all our budget. We still have 135 million somehow because we sold players, and because I did it mostly over installments. But we've gone from about 400 or 500 million all the way down to 200 again. And that player that signed was the one I was talking about last episode, Luke Everdale. 5-star current ability, 22-year-old England international, 27 caps, 16 goals for England. He's been at Chelsea his entire career, not getting many goals to be fair, until we've signed him for £310 million. I doubt anyone will ever break that record in the entirety of this save, unless it's us, whichever team we go to next. Yeah, £310 million. And he's already got 11 goals in 6 games, so I think I'm using him better than Chelsea were. In terms of the people that left before the start of the new season, a load of people were loaned out. And then we've got 2 people joining: Marijo Delic, who is on a free transfer from Hajduk, and Thabang Ledwaba, who comes in on a free transfer. He is a South African player and he's already on loan at another club. Kikuchi was sold, as was the deal of his arrangement on his loan. After playing 10 games, he was sold. We also sold Renan to Liverpool. He was on loan last season at them, and once he got the 20 games, which he got on the final game of the season, he was going to Liverpool. And yeah, so he signed for them for 30 million. Loaned out a load of more players. We also sold Mark Gahey to Al Ittihad for £45 million. I wasn't wanting to sell him. He wanted to leave for the big money paycheck, and in the end we managed to agree £45 million for him. And since we got him on free transfer the season beforehand, I think that's a good thing. We also sold Matthew Bateman to Lazio. I wasn't actively trying to sell him, but the deal came in. It could rise to 53 million. I don't normally do these installments, but I think it's like 53 million if he plays 10 games or 20 games. And I just thought he's probably going to get 20 games this season. If he's joining Lazio for that much, I won't expect them to pay that much for a fringe player, and as I can see, he's an important player. So I'm hoping he'll get that 20 games this season, and we'll get the 50 million all overall by the end of the season. So yeah, and more people were loaned out. But yeah, we sold 136 million and brought in 310, all on one player, and that is Luke Everdale, and he is so good. If we go to club info, Tommy Joyce is still our best player apparently, who was the other big signing from last year, who he of course signed for 255 million, and he didn't do too well, to be fair. He's doing better this season, but last season I expected more of him. But yeah, if we go to results, we were entirely undefeated in our friendlies, and in the Community Shield we won 4-1 against Man City, so we won another trophy there. We then beat Fulham, Arsenal and Everton, and beat Blackburn in the FA Cup third round, and beat Man U. And then the Champions League, which is the only trophy we've yet to win for major competitions for Cambridge in England. And this is the aim. This is the aim is Premier League once again. And we've got to win it because expectations is to win the Premier League. Even though I've got become unsackable, because if I get sacked from a board takeover halfway through the season, it kind of be detrimental to the whole tested out tactics, which we'll get to in a bit, which tactic we're using, because I'm not leaving it as late as last time. I nearly did, because I nearly forgot a game, but oh well. But yeah, we beat Valencia in the Champions League. Brighton we also won, then we somehow lost 3-0 to Barcelona, and beat Wolves. So yeah, poor result against Barcelona. The tactic we're using though is GYR's 4-2-3-1 Black Panther. It's a 4-2-3-1 like it says on the tin. If we go to pick without restriction, best 11, this is the best 11 we've got. Of course, Vilkowski, who's had a load of offers in for him, and we've just rejected all of them. Thankfully, he has not got upset. We've also got Bruno, Vita, Hugo de Jong and Miachi, Eduardo and Silva, Varna, Joyce and Aparicio and Odell. That's all our best 11. But yeah, it's an attacking formation, Black Panther tactical style, fairly wide attacking width, press into space approaching play, focus play down left and right, short passing, high tempo, run at defence in terms of dribbling. In transition, it's counter press and counter on possession has been won, and roll it out in distribution tight but to no one in general. And then it's high press, line of engagement, higher defensive line, much more often on trigger press, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. And then strikers have tackle harder. AMC is take more risks, cross aim centre, move into channels and tackle harder. The right winger is sit narrow and tackle harder. The left winger is sit narrow and tackle harder. Then the two DMs have take more risks and tackle harder. A right wing back has take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, stay wider and tackle harder. As does left winger, left wing back, and then the two centre backs have dribble more and tackle harder, and goalkeeper has tackle harder. I don't know why everyone has tackle harder. I just don't know why. But yeah, it probably means we'll have a load of bookings this season. As we go to competitions, we are currently only 26th in the Champions League, but we've got 6 more games to play, so we'll be fine. Emirates FA Cup, we of course entered the third round. Carabao Cup, we're in the 4th round against Bristol City. We've won the Community Shield. I'm currently top of the league in the Premier League because we have yet to lose game. We've won every single game. So Sheffield United of all teams, though I think Sheffield United nowadays are quite a good side. Yeah, they're a good side in this universe. But yeah, hopefully we can continue the winning and maybe get an unbeaten season. Who knows? So the first thing you might have noticed is I am now Honduras manager. The aim was always to get a managerial job in international and do it for 20 years and then swap it in between having a club league, a club team for 10 years and then the national team for 20. So yeah, I've joined Honduras for technically 21 years because I'll end at the next ball court. But just a heads up, what I am going to be doing is depending on performances in international competitions, I will be upping the national youth rating just to make it a bit more easier for me to play international football, because I think now quote me if I'm wrong, and if I am wrong I might not do this anymore, but I think you only get your youth rating up if you end up having a good league. Now, I don't think you do it through competitions in your internationally. So yeah, because Honduras hasn't got a league loaded and you can't even click it, like I'm trying to click it and I can't do it. Because of that, I've decided that if I do one of the competitions, to say competition coming up is CONCACAF Nations League, say I get to win the group and get to the next round where I play the big teams, I will then get a point in the youth rating. So by the end of this competition, if I win it, I can get about 72 or 71. So yeah, depending on international competitions, I do well, and if I do well in multiple of them of the same one, then I just ignore that by then. So 20 years, hopefully the youth rating will go up by high, and they might even have a World Cup win, but it's basically for my personal enjoyment, and it's not really going to affect Tactical Masterclass Knockoff, that we are using the tactic that we are using for Cambridge, and we'll be using the tactic that we'll be using for whichever club next after at the end of the season. But if we go to the league in terms of Premier League, all the rest of the games have happened. So we beat Chelsea, beat Milan, beat Tottenham, beat Bristol, beat Liverpool, beat Monaco, drew against Man City, beat Aston Villa, beat Partizan, beat West Ham, beat Leicester, beat Brentford, beat Real Madrid, beat Middlesbrough, beat Tottenham on penalties, beat Bournemouth, beat Stoke, beat Man U, beat Sheffield United and beat Newcastle. And currently we are top of the league, 16 points ahead of them, still undefeated. We could go as an undefeated season. We could even get the most points in a league season, which is 100 apparently for Man City in 2017-18 season. So yeah, we could easily surpass that, considering we've got 18 games more left and we've got 44 more points to get. So yeah, could do it. In January we lost our first game of the Premier League season. We ended up being Arsenal, beat Telford in the FA Cup third round, 8-2. So Telford did well to get 2 goals there. We then beat Fulham, we beat West Ham, we beat Everton, we beat Benfica. We then lost to Man City in the FA Cup fourth round, so we don't win the FA Cup this year. Pogon, we won 6-0, and then we lost to Brighton in the Premier League, but beat West Ham in the FA Cup second leg of the semi-final. And recently we just beat Wolves. So yeah, we are currently top of the league, 68 points, so 20 points ahead of second place Sheffield United, who are having a stellar season. Yeah, it looks like titles basically already won. It does look like that, doesn't it? We ended up finishing first in the league phase of the Champions League. Second was Man City, third was Bayern. Of course, the board are now unhappy that we only got to the fourth round of the FA Cup. But hopefully we can make them happy by winning the Champions League and winning the Premier League. So yeah, in terms of the transfers, a few more people actually joined. We had a bit of money left, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get all these squad slots filled, because we had a load of remaining, and we did sell a few people as well. So if we go to the sales first, Cliff Ledridge was sold to Sheffield United. Then we sold Eduardo for 180 million to FC Bayern. I didn't want to sell him, but when FC Bayern came in for about 80 million, or 60 million or something like that, he was like saying, "Oh God, I need to leave." I was like, "Okay, I don't want to sell you." I didn't actually say this to him. I was like, "Okay, I don't want to sell you, but if I can get 180 million," so I did a non-negotiable 180 million pound thing to Bayern, and they just said, "Yeah, we'll give you all 180 million all up front straight away." And so he's gone to Bayern. Halilovic, who was on loan at some club this season, was sold to Porto. He was been here a few years now, but he's not really played much in recent years. He played a lot in the first season, which might have been the first season in the Premier League with us. But since then he's been loaned out to 4 clubs in France, and now he's been sold to Porto because he just wasn't good enough for this club. We also sold Samuel Illing to Fiorentina. I didn't want to sell him, but he wasn't playing, and they only played once this season. So yeah, foreign team came in, and we got a healthy profit from when we brought him in on his release fee from Bournemouth. It was Bournemouth, yeah, it was Bournemouth. We also sold Harvey Elliott, Al Hilal. In the end, it was Manchester City that came in for him for about 40 million, 45 million, I think. And because I do the press conferences, and Nitwit, our manager, is kind of not a very nice person, so I always criticise every single body I can do, be it manager, be it player, be it my own team, just to see how bad I can get relationships, because I just think it's funny. Yeah, I'm that sort of person. But yeah, the manager of Man City said something along the lines of, "Oh, I do not like." No, it was something along the lines of, "What do you say to selling a player?" Because there was rumored interest from Harvey Elliott to Manchester City, and I was like, "I don't want it at all." And then I think they should like something along those lines. And the Man City manager came. It wasn't Pep Guardiola, by the way. It's someone else. It might be Unai Emery. Yeah, the manager of Man City came and said, I had a go at me in the press. So I was like, okay. The next day, the transfer came through, and I also got a notification that saying, "Oh, I'm now not selling anybody to Man City now anymore." And so the transfer came through. When I said that, I was like, okay, cancel. And he got unhappy, Harvey Elliott. So in the end, we got 50 million more by sending him to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. So the press conference actually saved me £15 million, which is good. John Carroll was also sold this time to Wolves because he was unhappy. He was our backup goalkeeper that we signed in the first season from Celtic. He was loaned out to Mansfield and has for in 2 seasons, but has been our backup third choice goalkeeper for the remainder of the rest. But Wolves came in for a 3.2 million, and we've just decided to sign him because his contract's running at the end of the year, and so yeah, sold him to Wolves. Then more people were loaned out, but people that joined first was Ben Ingerebelas, who was a youngster that joins us on a free transfer from Bodo Glimt. Then Javi joined us from Inter, £100 million for him, just to fill out the registration for the Premier League. Goose Val joins us as our backup DM, basically replacing all these players that we were selling. So yeah, he joins us for £76 million from Bayer Leverkusen. Matthias Hagen joins us as our second choice goalkeeper, even though I think, no, not second choice, he joined us as our third choice, but he's guaranteed to be second choice in terms of his rating because he's not emergency backup, but it basically is emergency backup. So he joins us from Copenhagen. Then Ryan Cherky joins us from Barcelona for £34 million, and Mikael Malvlik joins us from Lech Poznan. I think it's Lech Poznan, not Lech. I think Lech is the team in Italy. Yeah, he joins us from Lech Poznan. They said Lech again, but yeah, he joins us from Lech Poznan. He's really been loaned out to Lille, and I only signed him because I noticed him on the scout report, and that Man United had gone in for him, and I thought, I'm gonna steal him from you, and he joined us in the end, so that was good. And yeah, now to the end of the season, where hopefully we can stay with only one loss and get the highest ever goal points record in a Premier League season and win the Champions League. So yeah, hopefully we can do that. And since last time, we won against Chelsea in the Premier League, won against Man U in the FA Cup final, so we won the FA Cup 2-0 against Man U to get another trophy. Then beat Liverpool, drew against PSG in the Champions League round of 16. We then beat Man City in the Premier League, beat PSG in the second leg at home of the Champions League, then beat Aston Villa, drew against Tottenham, drew against West Ham, beat Man City in the quarterfinal of the Champions League 3-0, then drew against Leicester, nearly lost the Champions League second leg and the whole leg entirely because we scored 2 goals in the 3-2 loss against Man City, where he ended up going through on goal difference or aggregate or whatever it's called. Then beat Brentford, beat Middlesbrough, lost in the first leg of the semi-final against Real Madrid 2-0, and then beat Bournemouth, then won 3-0 at home against Real Madrid to get to the final of the Champions League, then beat Stoke 2-0, lost to Sheffield United 1-0, beat Newcastle, and then in the final of the Champions League, our final ever game at Cambridge United Boss, we won in extra time 5-3 against Barcelona. In the end, it was won by 97th minute penalty by Luke Airedale, so he's already shown how good he is, and Adam Flint 120th minute goal sealed the win. And yeah, we have won every single thing that can be won, knock off the Club World Cup, in terms of major trophies that you can win in England. Because we also won the Premier League once again. In the end, we only got 98 points. I'm disappointed in that. And it goes to show you how good that 100-point total for Man City that one year was so immense. Because we were only lost twice and we still got 98 points. We also drew 5 but won 31. In the end, Tottenham finished in second. Sheffield United all the way dropped down to Conference League after they looked like they were second best team in the league for many a month. Teams going down were Wolves, Middlesbrough and Stoke. I'm just going to quickly look at Derby. I think they're in the Championship. They got promoted, so they were in the Premier League for next season, which is good to see. They still got Aaron Cash in, which is quite crazy. But yeah, a successful season. And so if you want to try this tactic, it's GYR's 42311 Black Panther. If you see it if you go down to the description below, you'll see a link to the FM Scout page that has the tactic hosted. So just click download on there, then you put in your tactics folder in your Sports Interactive FM24 folder, and yeah, in your documents or whatever you place it, and then you just click load. You find it. I've got loads of them, as you can see, that I've done over the course of this year, including my own. You can find the Black Panther one, you click load and it loads it up for you. So that's how you do that. But yeah, the end of the saga at Cambridge. So what will happen next for old Nitwit? He's not a nitwit anymore, he's quite a lit hit, you could say. That was another manager that I had in the Arsenal save. But yeah, Nitwit goes down as a Cambridge United legend. Manager, Nitwit legend. He has played 552 games for Cambridge, won 354, drawn 81 and lost 117. 1,319 goals for, 601 goals against, giving it to 718 goal difference, positive, and 64% win rate. So yeah, the end of the saga at Cambridge. So if you have enjoyed this episode, because I think it's a bit of a long one, but yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please give the video a like. It does help this channel immensely, and the more likes I can get do help my channel out. I'd also like to thank people who have subscribed to currently get me, at the time of recording this, 164 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you, so thank you very much for that. If you want to join this community, subscribe and hit the bell for mobile notifications. And for anyone who is enjoying my content and is already subscribed, I implore you to do the same by hitting the bell and getting mobile notifications or email notifications or desktop notifications or whatever you do. I think it's called push notifications actually, but I always say mobile notifications. Check out all my socials down in the description below. I have Patreon, I have Twitch, I have Twitter, /X, I have Discord, so if you want to join the Discord, find it in the description below. It's just below where you find the tactic link. Also check out GYR's YouTube channel. It's not got much content on it, but it's his official YouTube channel from what I found out. So yeah, check him out as well and subscribe to him, and comment a comment saying can't wait to see which next club we'll be going to, because I don't know which club we'll be going to, and it's quite exciting to see which one. I doubt it'll be in England again, but if the only English jobs available by the time we resign, then maybe yes, we will have to play in England. I've just recently realised I didn't show you the national team of Honduras. So we only played 2 games, a 5-1 loss to Ireland, and a 3-1 victory against Cyprus. So yeah, that was all that happened in terms of Honduras. Currently 80th in the rankings. But yeah, that's enough for me. I'm Ben Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.